there are certain things which are unseen in the world. There are certain things which would have not even learned, would have not even seen with some other scope. Wherein visual media always tries to get beyond that and tries to show you something which many of them would have not even seen. So I'm coming from one of that visual media background. So I've always been passionate about photography, and my passion for photography has never been stronger as how it is today, to be standing in this most prestigious platform, TED community, right? So how many photographers are here, or how many photograph enthusiasts are over here? You? Oh my God, that's a good number. Okay, neat. So good. So what is photography for you guys? Selfie. Oh, that's interesting. Neat. Cool. I'm looking forward to hear some more.
Memory, taking memory.
Wonderful. Memories, creating memories. Good.
Capturing life.
Wow, capturing life.
Passion.
Sorry?
Passion.
Passion. Yeah, there you come.
Seeing things which you can't see through your own eyes.
Beautiful. Great. So I also had this kind of mentality before starting photography. All right. So I thought, okay, I'm so passionate about photography. I went there, Okay, I'll just quickly take you through my journey of photography, how it all came in, okay? So, alright, so what is photography to me? So when I was a small kid, right, when I was in my 5th grade, I remember my dad used to work in Merchant Navy. So I hope you guys know how a Merchant Navy job is, right? So he used to be in the sea for 7 months, he just used to come on the land to see us only for 5 months, right? So whenever he comes back with 2 important things which I definitely love. 1, chocolates from different parts of the city. Number 2, photographs, right? So he has actually traveled across the globe, and he brings me back with some of the most memorable photographs which I have not even dreamt of going there, right? So once he took this picture of Antarctica. He was the 10th guy to go to Antarctica, explore Antarctica and get things done. So I was so passionate about seeing Antarctica. I thought, okay, I told my mom that I always want to go there and explore it, right? So that's how my photography intuition towards photography has started. So as I told you, I was always influenced by pictures. So there are certain things which many of them would have not known, right? Visual media is now becoming a very, very powerful tool in journalism. Right, so there are pictures which there are statements people say that there are photographs which have changed people's life. There are photographs which have changed the entire ecosystem. There are photographs which are of as you guys told, which makes you happy. There are photographs which make you sad. There are photographs which makes you just jump out of the bed and do a lap dance. Right, so there are different type of photograph which tells different stories in every different format, right? So for me, photography is something which I see, how I see the world, right? How I want my world to be, nor say how whenever I see my world, photography has changed. If I'm looking at you guys, right? So all I see is geometry, squares, right? Some subject sitting there. People generally when you I'm sure that people clicking around here would have also felt this way. Once you cross certain threshold, you always start to see things as a photographer, see things like other people can't see, right? So that's how my photography journey started. Then back in 2008, I took it very seriously. It's been almost 6 years since I took photography as a very serious medium to communicate my thoughts. So when I was doing my engineering, so yeah, so yeah, you too. I understand your pain, bro. Yeah. So yeah, so when I was in 2008, I was doing my 7th semester, and I was having this internship program which I never took. I thought, okay, just chill, like man, I'm gone, so no need to bother. So I was just sitting around and understanding what to do. I'm just wasting my life, right? So I just took my camera. I just wandered out on the streets nearby to my college. Walked for 3 to 4 weeks continuously, every single day, every single evening. After some point of time, I got bored, right? I don't have any company. I didn't have any single company to come along. I was like, okay, I'm one mad guy roaming around streets. People thought me like that, all right? Even my professors, okay? So what happened next was, there was one guy, there is a tea shop nearby to my college where we generally used to go and have chai. So there was this one chai wala who was, so much interested. When I generally used to go there, I always sit with my camera. So he just wants to know how exactly it looks. He just wants to feel how photography is or how the camera is. So he said, I just want to take a picture. So I gave him the camera. He took some, brilliant pictures that looked very good for me. All right. So then he told me that, he wants to join with me for a walk when I shoot pictures. Then this idea came in. There are a lot of people who are there who can't pursue their dreams, who are so much passionate about photography, but can't afford to go to classes nor say big time workshops to understand the techniques of photography. So I thought, why not I start a community or a forum where general photographers come in and meet and discuss or share their knowledge. So that was a time where social media's power was slowly starting, right? In 2008, I initially tried in Orkut, but it failed because people slowly moved towards Facebook. So after some point of time, I looked out for communities in Facebook. Unfortunately, there was no community in Chennai which was doing photo walks in and around Chennai. So I just thought, why not start one, right? So I posted in multiple forums, got 5 to 6 members who are really interested. So one of the member was Prashant, the other one was Ashok, who was very much interested in joining me and building this entire group. So that's how Madras in Motion started. So we started in Jan 1st, 2012 as a 2-member team, and then we slowly moved to 7, then 10. Now we are close to 4,000 members. To be very accurate, it's somewhere around 3,928. So we started this group just to share knowledge, just to share just to get a company to walk around and see the world, just to go around and see how exactly the street looks and all that. So after some point of time, when we become a kind of big group, say 50 or 60 member group, we thought, why can't we do a CSR activity, right? So that's how we came up, in going to one of the orphanage in nearby to Porod. It's called as Sharanalya Orphanage, where we celebrated our 25th walk. So over here, we contributed their food facilities for almost 1 month. With the help of, we gathered money and then we started donating for them. So we grew, we kept growing. After some point of time, we reached more than say 2,000, 3,000 members. I realized that there are a lot of folks who are very much interested in photography, but not getting time to go there, not finding time to come and join us. So we started an internal forum where we generally shared a lot of photographs, and we generally want to interact with every single 4,000 members which we have. So we tried to do that. We were pretty much successful in that. So we did on World Photography Day, we actually created an event to call in all the photographers in and around Chennai. So we had a whopping number of 200 plus people coming in and sharing their entire knowledge. So this was during World Photography Day. It got crowded, and we started just simply taking pictures. So we also did a lot of workshops. We also did a good amount of knowledge transfer. So this is the timeline. Yeah, I was right. So 3,928 members, 127 photographs, 18 workshops, 2 photographs. 2 photo tours, and we have the beauty which always keep me doing this even today is I have that is not me. We have actually transferred 0 professional photographs to 39 professional photographs in and around the city who are known for their works. Some are extremely good in weddings, some are extremely good in documentary, some are extremely good in street photography and all other genres, right? So since I started exploring different genres of photography, what I felt is I'm a kind of a guy who always wants to add give away to the society. So I just thought, why can't I use photography as a tool to, share something to the society and probably help the society, right? So that's when I started taking, projects, assignments as a documentary photographer. So I have actually done close to 7 documentaries, which are totally acclaimed by BBC, UNESCO, and United Nations. So one of that is Beyond Sight, which we received a grant from United Nations. So Beyond Sight, is nothing but a documentary on visually, able people. I majorly focused on children's who are, say, about max of 17 years old, not more than that. So I started this documentary. I did a good amount of research, and I understood that there are close to 15 million, visually able people present in India. So let my photograph speaks. I'm not good at pep talks, so I guess I'll be able to cover with that. So this is one of the shot which I won award in 2012 for this is the Braille book. That's one of the he's basically trying to understand what exactly is written in that Braille book. So I actually shot all this documentary in one of the schools, blind schools. It's located in Bangalore. I was in Bangalore for some time. So her name is Vidya. What they do is, at one of the schools in Bangalore, they started these rehab centers, right? When I actually met one guy, he told me that there are a lot of people like me, but I'm not quite sure what they are doing, or I'm not sure how they are planning to take their life, right? So those kind of people basically come in and learn certain things, and try to add something to the society by doing on what they can do, right? So this is another portrait of a kid. He is just in his 5th grade or 6th grade, not sure. They also have their internal learning community where folks come in, like I'm sure that you guys have heard about Teach for India, right? So these kind of people come in and basically share their knowledges, try to make sure that these people learn. So they also provide they entirely take care of everyone over there, including free food, stay, and all that. This is my very favorite photograph. So I was actually having food. Then I came around. I was just talking to that guy. His name is Vinayak, the one on the left, right? So he's a very funny guy, right? He always cracks joke at everyone, even though he's not able to see that person. He always makes sure that he keeps the environment happy around him. So this guy is his very close friend, and they conversed in Kannada, which I don't know. So these people started to laugh together, and the moment I got it, right? This is one of the very close photograph of mine, and yeah, this is saying goodbye for some time, and we became brotherhoods now. I always visit whenever I go back to Bangalore. I always go visit them, have a good chat, try to understand how they are taking it further. So now next, life in Indian circus. This is a documentary which I basically did for BBC One. So I just there are a lot. I mean, I'm sure that I can see the crowd is bit young and bit old as well. So how many have been to circus? Okay, all right. So in the past 10 years, how many have been to circus? Oh, nice. 5 years? Wow. So circus was one of the art which was very famous in Paris. Then it transiently moved down to India, right? In Telesheri, there was this guy called as Manhattan, who basically formed this great Indian circus, right? So this is a this was shot in Bangalore. This is a it's called as rhombus. It's called as rhombus. So this is one of a very favorite picture of mine. So he's the guy who generally takes all those kind of nets which prevents people from falling down, right? There will be some amount of say some amount of say materials which are basically used to prevent people from falling down. So he used to carry it, he used to put it. So this is we've been getting ready for the event. So that's the the entry of the performance. And yeah, so this is a very, very famous quote which always inspires me. Consider that being in this industry for almost 6 years, till now I'm not satisfied of whatever I shot. So this is the quote which keeps me driving. So yeah, thank you so much for giving me this wonderful opportunity. Thanks a lot.